on the attack this time around. Spirit taking to that defense.
Good to see wonderful. Done with a bit of everything, right? Rifles, orbs, pistols. He's going to need a lot of that here on the defense of Overpass. 1xBet odds are favoring the horse. Let's see if the Dragon can fly as Patsy takes contact, calls out some info that there is presence over towards A within the early stages. This trio of OC, EliGE, and Yakinda just looking for space, and they got it.
You know the difference between a dragon and a horse?
Wings.
One of them is a fantasy. See if Spirit can make a fantasy a reality. It'd have to be 2 in a row. Certainly a nice start on the pistol. But yeah, Liquid, okay, just changing it up, going for a little snake slithering through the underpass.
Well, they cleared out long, right? They saw nobody was home, so now they group up together here and make sure nobody's in connector, and that is called clear. And during all of this, Spirit, well, they've seen nothing, which is apparently enough to get their pieces of the board moving back over. Flash out, water taken, util to follow in towards B.
Yeah, it's going to be a distance hold, but good taps could get you across the line. magixx hits 2 on the way in. Hard shots to hit, and Wonderful's built upon it. Okay, pistol round done. Team Spirit present.
Okay, a couple of laser beams right there. All of those shots just felt like they were taps. Just tap, tap away and remove all of the Liquid heads. No plant, no kills, no nothing. And we'll catch that again here. So magixx.
Oh!
They were as simple as you like.
Anyone
and
else?
Wonderful gave the same thing a bit of a crack here. Just step on out and lose your head. Everybody into the guillotine here as Patsy wants to remind them. They're still going to get through a whole nother 16 rounds of Counter-Strike if they want that shot at phase.
Oh, Chopper's being a real leader's leader. Why would I have Wonderful save the pennies when maybe I can?
Yeah, and this is a good understanding that Liquid, without this plant, are not going to go for the Force Buy. So happy to stay with this USP, and if he can wield it in the same way as magixx and Wonderful just did, it should be a clean sweep of the Glocks once more.
Yeah, but this is also a moment just to get yourself centered. If you're Team Liquid, you really didn't have a voice in that pistol round, and you don't have one here as wow, the first bullet out of NAFs does connect. 100% connection rate.
Just crazy that none of those flashes were able to deal with that position, right? You saw the util from Liquid flying out there, and it didn't seem to bother Team Spirit whatsoever. Chopper now. Oh, there you go, crispy.
Yeah. Follows in the footsteps of those two, and now it's Siren's turn to farm up some cash. $600 per SMG kill.
They know it's just Glocks at this point, right?
Yeah.
So,
but the restraint is nice. I mean, you know, big names would be running at them. Spirit, though, I think the nuke result might have put you in a bit of a cage.
I am surprised to see... Well, no, it's Siren. If it was Patsy, he would definitely be getting a move on with that MP9. But because it is Siren, a very safe pair of hands, this anchor. 20 seconds, Liquid. Might need to get a move on in towards this A site just to lose your life. Sounds counterintuitive, but necessary here if they want to buy into the follow-up. 15.
Kill me. Kill me. That's it. Wonderful. Provide. And oblige.
Thank you very much. So that's exactly what both teams were looking for right there. Chopper will be able to drop the AWP across, and that's exactly the first thing he'll be equipping. Will receive the rifle back, gets the FAMAS, and is the only individual in this round of play to have Kevlar. Everybody else, all other 9, will have head armor. Nice shot from Chopper, but that's about it. No AWP available for OC here, and apparently that wasn't too much of an issue for him on Nuke. Let's see how we unfold here as to get OC lobbing out early smoke to assist.
It is interesting that Liquid, in the last affair, actually banned Overpass in that second stage this time.
7 map pull, Alex.
Yeah, it's their pick. And Patsy, he is going looking. Nitro doesn't seem prepared for that, not at all. And no trade. Naf, go on. Nade. Shy. Wonderful to support. EliGE going hunting, and he's in that sweet spot, covered by Chopper. Their setup is hard to break. EliGE walks into Wonderful. Doesn't even have to announce Chopper in the setup. That's Liquid. Piece by piece, they are torn apart.
Well, they know that Patsy's still down to connector here, or most likely, because Naf has been looking after this. They didn't know about Chopper. You said he went unchecked, unnoticed. Well, Yakinda, none the wiser. Now it's just Naf and OC. Sure, heroes. Oh, he almost grabbed another one there, didn't he? OC down to 8 points of health. Overpass, probably the slowest map at the moment in the map pool, I would say, with the T default spreads.
Maybe we should talk slower on this
map.
Map.
That works.
Yeah.
But
it's not particularly entertaining.
No, I think just more dead air.
Okay, let's do
Let
that
the people just stew in the juices.
Stew. I mean, once we've equipped everyone with the, so we're all on the same page, we can just let the pages turn themselves.
Yeah, let it breathe.
Yeah. That means the rabbit.
Does it? I thought rabbit was Haze.
The hare.
Could be the hare.
Caninchin. In English is rabbits. It was plural.
Oh.
Pluralizing.
Oh, Haze might be bunny because it's the pet name.
Yeah. Haza is there. It's Caninchin. Haza.
Okay, you were right. I apologize.
It's all right.
Timeout from Team Liquado. Early one here from Daps. 2 saved AK-47s and some upgraded Tech 9s here, likely to round 4. Very good start here for Spirit. This is the defense that they're looking for. Chopper making sure everyone's got their head screwed on tight to get back to play. Curious if Liquid will be a little bit faster here considering the type of purchase, if they want to set up the pistols and the MAC-10 for something quite swift out the gates here. Now, if they want to bully the B bomb site, that's one option, but I think Siren and magixx are 2 individuals with some great aim. They're going to be hard to break, and, well, that's not the case whatsoever. Nitro down connector, OC to follow. Now looking for some pace and some space over towards water here, and he will get it.
Well, that's a sound cue to imply there's an SMG or someone close, rather. Certainly not indicative of the weapon they're holding. That is, though, as he unloads, is in full clip. Run on down, full flash. That was a perfect flash out of OC. And it's enabled them to get into the site. That is the end of Yakinda. Nice work from magixx. Trying to survive now as he gets run on down. MAC-10's barreling towards him. Wonderful in support.
Bomb needs to go down here. It's on OC, doing the flashing and the planting.
And this is a power position for Naf, who can cut off the rotate now. Just needs his teammates in the site not to fall foul to this heaven. Retake. Oh, he brings the fight to Patsy. Naf proactive. And now focuses attention in support. Nice angle, adopted, no support, and now all Liquid on Spirit. Only wonderful, he knows he's got the AWP, and damn, that's some upgrades right there. Hoover them up, get what you can. You come in with a little bit of a broken bar, you come out with everything you need and a round.
That's going to feel nice right there, the fact that that was very cobbled together. Not the most potent of purchases whatsoever, and it was well handled. Once they were in, once they took down Siren here off the back of this flash.
Was it one flash? It felt like it lasted forever.
Yeah, well, that was just the classic nose flash right there in through Monster, so standard stuff. So OC planting the bomb, getting a kill, and setting them up with the flashbang in. Make it the double for OC there, so now he will get out that AWP. Spirit will be able to buy once more here.
That's an important round for Liquid for a multitude of reasons. I think also worth mentioning that they hit a bit of a brick wall on their T side of Nuke, so coming straight back into the T side here and demonstrating early they've got what it takes.
But this is the thing, I think if we look at the bar for a map like Overpass here, if Liquid could get themselves 4 or 5 rounds, that should be a very comfortable T-half, right? It doesn't sound great, but that should be more than enough to work with once they flick on over to the CT side of their map choice.
Ooh, do they flash or do they do dry? Patsy. Flashed. EliGE executes. Perfect. Yakinda. 2 for 2 on those.
Hard to miss those. So nice little alley-oop. Good teamwork here as EliGE wants to block the information towards long. Will drop a bit of a lurk smoke. This will put into question the rotation. Wonderful surging forward off the back of the death from Patsy.
Good spread and good pressure by EliGE. Throwing that smoke. Is he alone? You can see, looking for answers, is magixx rotates through. Huge gap on B. Siren left alone, left to his own devices. Sure, he's got a smoke and an M4, but He's got to worry about everything, and I think he is just going to recede and let them have the space. Would rather play back into the site.
magixx and Chopper are coming now.
So he starts to activate. Trying to kick up a fuss. 20 seconds. Going to be hard to dispute a bomb plant here. Nice moves from Siren. He takes down Naf. Trying to run down that plant. Not safe, but neither is OC. Siren a multi-kill. Now one back, and it's still Siren. And wonderful. Trying to put the cherry on top. Two there. Looking to clutch up. EliGE knows they're down and sends them lower. A second round secure and a clutch from EliGE. Lovely stuff as he recovers the AWP as well.
Ooh, got tense there for a moment, didn't it? It felt like EliGE, she was a little bit late to that information that both players had already dropped. He was still looking elsewhere. So corrects in time here. 2 big kills. The clutch for EliGE was fantastic for the team over on Nuke with a couple of handy multi-kills. And this one here is going to break Spirit in the early stages. This was the opener. Great stuff. Opens up the account and clutches out the round. It wasn't for Siren here doing a great job trying to make this an interesting round with 3 of his own. Could have been much, much worse for Spirit.
Doesn't get much worse than that for Spirit. On Yuriko, disrespect to Molly. And run into Naf, who's ready for it all. Adjusting, farming, 3, but the AK lost. Undefended, but the bomb going to be running on in with all that info.
Yeah, and immediately restricting this Nitro back to spawn. Yakin to deal with Connector, which means there's not too many places for that of Team Spirit to run and hide. And speaking of hide, well, found their final resting place. Nitro with the spam removes the final 2. And that was quite a quick round there. So 3 already for Liquid. And if we say the bar was set at 5, they've already done a great job consecutive fashion now. And, well, what type of a buy is available here to Spirit? A timeout call, and probably to discuss exactly that. Wonderful cannot buy an AWP. He was literally $50 short, which means they will not go into round number 7 with the AWP in hand for the CT side. So Naf's actually bought into a Mac 10 here, curiously enough.
Does imply something quick, but you've also got a T-side AWP on Yakinda.
Yeah, and Naf, oh, he was... Yeah, what's happened here? Okay, so we're just taking a look, everybody, at the buy that's been jigged around here. OC has the best spawn. He's ended up with the Mac 10.
Right.
There is no head armor on the other side of Spirit, so if they want to continue the pace here, Liquid, you can see why, but it's just so strange that it's OC, the one to run in first, and Yakinda on the AWP. Well, let's see if this backfires.
Yeah, let's see. Strap in, folks. We're going through. Flashed. OC holding W as he should, and damage traded. They are into the site. Taking it by force now. Cowering in the back of the site around the smoke. magixx has provided himself some cover. And Naf takes down Chopper. Around the edge. Nice frag onto Naf. Reveals himself with lethality. magixx has delayed this pace. Going aggressive again. Maneuvering forward and perfect find on EliGE as he pokes his nose out the smoke. Heard the dismount. Patsy with him. Yakinda, if he dares peek up from jail, he's a dead man walking. Perhaps they're going to hope and assume it's clear if they cut noise now. It's too quiet. How long do you wait?
Yakinda had pillar control. I don't know if they clear Patsy here.
Nitro does. At least to adjust in time. Still hesitant, and understandably so. It was only Nitro, and now Yakinda with the bomb goes down. magixx alert, ready, and able. Nitro. A 1 versus 2. To no avail.
Hands up. Yeah, the body flew back, the hands went up. Understandably so. I think they've had enough of that. And it did backfire, didn't it? OC in, he got traded. Sure, Naf even found a second, but just not enough. Just not enough at all. Liquid tried the pace change. You do love to see it. This was the second from Naf into the site here, but magixx and Co. doing their best. EliGE, team flash by Nitro, trying to push through and find some room. And then this laser shot from Wonderful.
Whoa.
Bang.
Yeah, that's lovely. And so far, you know, if we talk about those B players, magixx and Siren, both have delivered a multi-kill when that site was tested.
They're fantastic aimers. I think Siren is quite underrated, really. I need to see more of him, and Spirit needs to do some more winning, but I just think from some of the plays that I've seen from him, this kid has it.
Yeah, Spirit's actually one of those teams. Tip of the tongue. Talking about talent scouts, and Siren flattened. just as we talk about and sing their praises, he's the first to fall, and magixx just staring at a white screen now again around that smoke. They know he'll preside there this time. Lesson learned. Site taken. Liquid straight back to that B site. Not really going to be dissuaded after the shortcomings in the previous.
Yeah, and for a while, it felt like a lot of teams would just hit B over and over and over again, right? You can turn it into an aim map. Once you're able to scale across and get towards jail, fence, whatever you want to call it, the canal of monster control, some really good angles for Tees to take fights with the AK-47 here. And the flashes are enabling a lot of this. You see poor Siren, whether it gets flashed through the monster flash through nose or the one coming over the top through short. Either way, white screen.
And if they do continue to kind of condition like that, if that works out, magixx probably going to have to try and work out a different setup with Siren. Finding him in the back of water this time worked out wonderfully. We'll see if that's something they can get away with. Oh. Just making sure he can get the call out.
Yeah, well, it's all right. Cough all over the monitor. Someone will come and clean it later.
Fortunately, we had a few years of practicing the disinfection stations.
We're well versed at that these days, aren't we? I never really got word if they get to keep these hand warmers or not, but I did see the gentleman who designed these hand warmers tweeting at us saying that we mentioned him, Heaton was talking about them, and they will be on sale here in Katowice, so I think I might buy myself a pair.
Lovely stuff. This is where the eye contact's made, just coach on coach action, you know, between the rounds, the smart glass.
Do you reckon you look at him?
I'd be
I
staring
would
down.
be 100%.
I would be. I'd be
yeah.
like, let's see who looks away first.
Yeah.
Let's play chicken.
Give him a bit of a smile.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially after one of those rounds that breaks the hearts. Particularly like this one from Liquid. I mean, yeah, they saved 3.
Kind of like this version of Overpass. No orbs, more fun. It's kind of been the tagline for this series.
A trend. Nitro needs the 4th rifle. As he pulls his pieces around the board.
Here's the snake maneuver we were discussing the other day. Just watch the pathing of Yakinda here.
So first contact's Chopper. And he's responsible for this clear. So's Yakinda. Dead in-game leader. And trudging quite quickly with conviction towards that A site. Nice frag on to Patsy. He's expecting a second one. Nice awareness from Nitro. He's right to suspect. Wonderful. Oh, shoosh! Deleted by Nitro with just 13 HP.
That was very good awareness there because Chopper's the rotating player. So when Yakinda takes him down, they would especially be assuming a double long setup because there was nobody swinging for the trade on Chopper. So at that point, okay, yeah, well, Patsy and Wonderful, the A defenders, where are you? Ah, exactly there. Nitro dealing with both. And the hunt already on. This is starting to look brutal here. A much better looking Liquid here today.
Yeah, you know, when you set the bar for that T-side haul, you mentioned 5. Well, here we are. 5 for Liquid in just 9 rounds of play.
Yeah, set themselves up a nice better rounds here, and it's difficult to watch this for poor Team Spirit, but it's great to see a strong Liquid who likely setting themselves up for a matchup tomorrow against FaZe. FaZe did end up toppling IHC in the 2-0 fashion. It was a 16-3 on Ancient, so IHC's run here at Katowice does come to a close, but throughout it they were able to topple Cloud9 and Furia, 2 very, very big scalps. Not only did they survive by beating Pain, they made their mark by beating 2 big names of the Counter-Strike landscape here. So Liquid versus FaZe if this continues. That sounds like a fixture I'd like to get my sights on, especially if Liquid are playing like this.
Certainly.
See if they have the balls to play Nuke against FaZe.
Well, a different kettle of fish, for sure. I'd be interested to see that. This 7-map pool they discuss. That boost dismantled despite magixx taking the contact and has been run down. Nitro.
It's been great today.
Yeah, I mean, well, not even just today. Seems like in-game leaders during that break have been hitting the DM. Karrigan, Nitro, stats don't lie.
I think Karrigan had a great Inferno against that of IHC. 23 for 14, a +9. Best in the server. And, well, when you win 16-3, it's a bit hard to look at anybody towards the top of the stat charts. for Ancient. Everybody pulling their weight and more. But this is the thing, when Counter-Strike is being played at this highest level, we talk about all these kids who are coming up. We say they can shoot. It's their decision tree that's the problem. Well, when you look at a vet like Carrigan, his decision tree is the best. He's the elder tree, right? The thing he has an issue with is putting the crosshair in the right place. And he's put a bit more time in the deathmatch. That's what Roy said he did. And Roy's sharp as attack here. Siren might not even be getting away with this, Famus. Everybody to lose everything in round number 10 here. He's pinned. He's low, he's flashed, and there you go, he's dead.
Damn.
Change of tone as well. It's a bit more serious in that Liquid camp right now because they know every round they get here on this T side is going to make this CT close even easier. And you highlighted it well earlier that it was the T side and Nuke where they had a difficult time closing out the match. Well, this is a map where they're much more comfortable. And still no AWP. I'm loving it. Like, it sucks because OC was brought into this team to be an AWPer to find a lot of impact, but if they're winning with 5 rifles, why would you bother bringing out the AWP?
Yeah, and
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, and it's something you can when required. Right now, not required. Nitro is going to be potentially caught out by this Patsy play. But with the molly, it is your only clear required. Okay, traded. Nitro finds his 10th. But Patsy dispatches of Yakinda. Re-smoke onto one monster. We see the CTs burning through them. Still 2 in play. And okay, wonderful. Gives up long. So the uncertainty will start to spread. And you can see so will the CTs. It's looking like they're going to rotate Chopper over and just park Wonderful. Jumping for info. Right call to make.
This should be a spirit round tier. They've stacked accordingly. Chopper just can't get cold feet about all of this. Has to stick to his guns and trust Wonderful to give information on A.
Let's see how OC's rifle fares from short side as the B players start to recede from the early monster contact. Different setup adopted between the two of them. Molly short can focus your attention, that is, if you're not fully blind. Looking at the floor. EliGE good for the first. magixx should have 1, if not more. 10 more bullets and can't even fire a single more. Nitro gets magixx on the floor. Again, EliGE, and again, Liquid. This is a different kettle of fish now. Oh. Okay.
Let's see if he has anything else in this. Wonderful. Nice shot. Kit and AWP available. Plenty of time. Bomb about 30 seconds left.
Surely you want to rock that clock, Nitro. Don't give him the fight unless they want to do it together. Oh, no. Okay. OC saves them there. Had to make sure he found the head before the bolt. A nice attempt from Wonderful. Always a threat, but I'll tell you what's more of a threat. It's Team Liquid with 7 rounds and 12 grand in the bank. Spirit absent without leave.
Yeah, getting run over here. Dumpstered right now. OC will pick up this AWP. Hallie will call an emergency meeting. Getting thrown around the server here. And the layering of flashes from Liquid on that take was fantastic, right? So you see the double nose flash to make sure they're dealing with anybody close. And then you see the flash over deep, and that's why Siren, unfortunately, you see him squinting at the screen on his player camera there, looking at the ground, nothing he could do, just removed. And Wonderful made this one interesting. Oh. EliGE always with the jump scares.
No, and I love that because not only does it show his investment in the game, but it also just shows how sick this game is that someone that's played 10,000 hours can still react like that.
Considering he's sitting this far away from the screen as well.
Yeah, right.
I know people at home can't see how far away we're sitting, but he sits probably one of the furthest away out of a lot of the players. You compare him to Yakinda, for example.
Yeah, and take notice of Siren's setup next time he's on the full screen. That's,
where that keyboard is. What's he doing?
Why does that upset so many people?
I don't know. At least he doesn't have the keyboard on the lap.
That was very vogue for a while.
That's back in the days before we had 1.5 meters of space on the desk for each player.
Yeah, some people just didn't have the desk space back then.
Yeah, I remember many a LAN where, as the leader, you'd give up the room, just have
really?
the mouse. Yeah, well, you want your place to brag.
Sure.
you want to.
We couldn't get
win.
like what large tables didn't exist back then.
Well, it wasn't like we didn't have a union. We didn't have as many conversations with TOs to say, hey, this is what we would like. You know, they just put up whatever
they could find. Yeah, that's fair.
Sometimes it was tables with nails and staples and a bit of laminate over the top.
Yes, the notorious chipboard I-Series tables with bumps and grooves.
That was a major, actually. I'm being serious.
Oh, Jesus. Nitro onto Patsy. Fortunately, there's a couple more where that came from, hiding on the site and being found one by one. Every headshot handed out, being dealt now by Liquid.
Into the USA chance from here.
It's been a long time since we saw that Spirit flag flying. This will be the 5th in a row.
Look, Mike and Trace won't know what to do with themselves. Liquid and Complexity winning in the same day?
Too much. It's overwhelming.
Is it July 4th?
I think it should be. Get out the fireworks?
That's the one.
Yeah. These prices are something.
There's a balloon there.
These prices are floating. Okay, yep, no.
Any Germans out there want to give us a hand?
Please, thank you.
And anyone out there want to give Spirit a hand? Because they need one right now.
I mean, yeah, fortunately, there's a bank right there, and they've managed to withdraw all their funds and invest them into what has to be a 5th. You cannot see 10 out of Liquid on the T side. I mean, this is their pick for a reason, sure. But to stay competitive, to have a valid discussion about taking it to 3.
Oof, that's some chip damage. That is a nice way to kick this one off. Relatively unconfirmed, and a lick back on the other side with the nade. Double monster setup here.
Haven't seen this boost yet implemented.
They might find Chopper. It's going to be difficult to do so unless he transitions towards the pillar, so they need to harass magixx or Siren back into a play here, but I'm sure they're very happy where they stand right now. There's that molly. You can see it's magixx have to move, just burning on the right side of the pillar there. They're hoping to flush him into a fight. They've seen enough. Rejigging right now is Liquid, and they're coming through.
This is perfect setup. Spirit, a necessary round, and magixx has taken a massive step in that direction. It's Siren to find the 3rd frag required, and now the bomb loose, lost, and in the monster pipe. Smoke is down to facilitate a reposition. Doesn't even look like Siren cares. He's happy to stick around. He's got plenty of support, plenty of nades.
Liquid don't need a save here at all. They have enough money to get so many more buy rounds. It would be more beneficial to do damage.
So with 25, you want to be efficient with this. Looking for damage, and yeah, EliGE unable to provide so. OC coming in hot. Oh, Jesus, not far from the collapse. A quick scope to Siren. Style points for sure.
Was looking for double damage once we're back in the Dota realms again, trying to pick that one up from the river.
Put it in a bottle for later.
Okay, well, that is a good response there. And I'm not sure what spurred Liquid into running through Monster noisily without any flashes. That's a bit out of character for them in this half so far. I guess the boost from Yakinda not seeing anybody up close and personal towards Wood was an indication that they should be able to isolate that Monster player, but not the case. A good hold from Spirit, and 8-7 still available here. Just 2 more rounds required to make this half competitive.
2 in the underpass. Chopper. Again, good for the trade. This time, Patsy's the one condemned to an early grave.
They know that's the rotator. You'd expect a bit more B pressure here. Looked like Yakinda was the one reading ahead of that and trying to make the move first, but the smoke to deny, perfectly placed. They can't contain Chopper. He could have gotten anywhere right now.
I do like EliGE's walkabouts here. Going for a clear.
Him.
Quick, yeah, damage there. Chopper better. Not ready for this bind. OC quick to the scope. Eliminates Chopper. Brings us back to a 2-on-2. Damage has been inflicted both ways. It's favorable to Liquid. And EliGE is considering his options. He could try and keep one.
Oh,
okay.
Siren didn't see him.
OC talking a lot. Yeah, that information only goes one way. And a frag found. Go on, OC. Take that space if you're brave. EliGE is on his way. It's wonderful. Towards the heaven. Smoke to obscure. Has to reposition. He has to give this a look in. Or does he? We know man can shoot, man can clutch. 5 bullets. Only needs to hit 2. Oh! And the first is in the flash of the plant. EliGE tries to cross. Wonderful with the frag. And now it is a battle between the 2. On the big green. Oh, OC sticking out like a sore thumb. Booked by Wonderful. It comes too easy. That shot onto EliGE, I'd like to see that one again. Good grief, wonderful. The placement of that first bullet and the second, OC just did not consider heaven.
He's going to be feeling real silly about that one, OC, isn't he? From that wonderful POV, just seeing him come up and him standing in the open, not even looking, not even ready.
Over here.
Just completely outmaneuvered, absolutely destroyed in the 1-on-2, and that was after they found the toes.
Bang.
Lightning fast from Wonderful, but OC made to look a little bit foolish there.
Oh, that makes me shudder.
Yeah, that one might make the skin crawl. Resurgence again from Spirit here. Nitro going through the paces and trying the A-bomb site now. It feels like it's been a lot of one-way traffic over towards B as far as the gun rounds are concerned.
Yeah, I just got off the call with the mathematicians, by the way. 9 is better than 8.
Damn. That must have been an expensive quote.
Yeah.
Well, they have condition B. Wonderful with the AWP now over towards the B site in case it is yet another hit. It's Patsy and Chopper on A, and Patsy extended towards long here.
Different look out of Liquid here, but different out of Spirit. With Patsy there, wonderful B. And OC spotted out. That was the bomb. Spirit, how do you react to this? So flash, but he manages the spray. Yakinda booked, and a dink as well. Someone put him down. Someone needs to. Chopper catches EliGE as well. OC will finally silence Patsy, but the damage is done. Final round of this half.
They have to go A with 30 seconds.
And Wonderful agrees. He's rotated through. There's going to be 3 to break. Good molly. Forces Siren back, and that's a fight. Chopper will win. Thriving right now with a double kill, and maybe another. Chopper closing that gap. It was looking bleak, but Spirit shows signs of life. This is a must-win if they want to stay in Katowice, and 3 on the way out the door of that first half is a big step in that direction. 7 for Spirit to work with as they are up against the ropes. Down a map, swallowing the pride of losing Nuke. Now it's Liquid's pick. Okay. Spirit. A must-win map. Or Katowice ends here. And now it's Spirit's turn to take to the attack. A very good haul from Liquid on theirs. 8, albeit dampened by the last 3 in a row. Spirit giving themselves something to work with, and the pistol would be a leap in that direction as well. Let's go. As you can see, the odds doubtful of Spirit's hopes. Chopper staying on his toes, looking for that info. And looks like they could be walking into the stack. Liquid. Trusting Yakinda to call for help if he sees fit, but doesn't look like he'll be using or asking for too much help right now.
Naf has the flash at the ready right now.
Okay, so for the monster tunnel, which 4 of them are charging into, Flash is there. EliGE first. Now they're blind. Looking to run them down. magixx has saved them from a lot of damage with a quick one back on the Glock. Round on. Gameplay needs one under the smoke. It gets awkward for magixx now as his whole team has eloped, and now into Yakinda for 1. They've worked out there was a stack. They do manage to retool and reshape this attack. They can keep them guessing. magixx might poke and prod, parks himself short for now as Wonderful goes investigating. They want Naf to hear these steps.
And it has been OC back and forth like a yo-yo right now. He was starting to re-rotate back towards the B bomb site, but that communication and now back down will have been heard, so OC can cheat once more.
18 seconds. One good headshot could be enough to destabilize and secure the pistol round. Looking to split the pistol. Spirit off the first. And now they can get the bomb down, unless... Oh! Nitro hits a banger! Takes him down to just the 1, and that is Liquid's pistol. You're supposed to be covering me. He says, yeah, but he just deleted me.
Well, Captain America, it is America's day right now, finding some great form. 17 kills for him. He was a monster in that first half, finding a whole lot of impact in those rounds 1.
Ooh.
And now 2 in the pistol here to secure the 9th. Maths is hard. 14 Liquid here.
But I mean, if I told you in an elimination game at Katowice, Nitro would be coming into the second half with more frags than EliGE and Yakinda combined.
I think what they said was, hey, when we were good and we were the bridesmaid to Astralis, what maps, were we playing a lot?
That's true.
Overpass and Nuke.
And we had 5 rifles, and Nitro, you were popping off with the AWP on the A site.
So, OC, shut up.
Yeah.
I'll be taking it. Thank you very much.
That was the last timeout. I just caught that, so Spirit, they're going to be flying blind into this one.
Yeah, well, we've had a lot of this happen, and it's very positive to see the coaches using the timeouts. Yeah. I did get a batch of statistics from Mihao at Rio of how it all worked in terms of the... Maybe I'm going to go knock on his door and ask for this again, moving into the playoffs for the teams here who have at least made their way to the top 6 of Katowice for 2023. That might be fun for the desk to have some conversations with. If you're listening, Mihao and Steve, you know I'm coming. Spirit with the plant can get a force. Love to get a round back.
Donated off, which should require a smoke.
Immediately, OC and EliGE start to dip back towards the site together, so knowing that there is now that third prong of the pressure point, no longer just long and short through the banana, they do respect this. One of the keys here is both of the M4s are on A, so you can see they put these weapons on the site where they will have the best chance at range. It's 2 Famouses and MP9 in Yakinda's hands towards B, and the timing. Trouble now.
At least he's getting the smoke down. Should channel funnel them in. And EliGE opts to take long. This is not a favorable duel with his HP. Patsy still wants to finish the job and comes hunting for him. Damn, EliGE gets away with it. Somehow, still alive. OC with it all to do now. Rotate coming. OC fragging. Only the 1. Bomb on the back of Siren. If he goes down, well, he does not go down without a fight. Double. On to Yakinda now. Naf perhaps going to be hard cleared. Siren, man on mission, determined to win this round. Damage inflicted onto the bomb carrier. Nitro, though, the hero of Liquid, with it all to do. And Chopper's ready. Some leader-on-leader action. And 1 from the Deagle secures the Force victory. I mean, that was exactly what the Doctor ordered for Team Spirit.
hard fought on that A site right there. OC and EliGE both getting kills. It was Yakinda with the MP9 who couldn't get anything done. Everybody else almost finding what was necessary. But a tough one to lose, and this is EliGE trying to transition back. magixx, the late part of this, comes through late, hits a big shot, and so did Chopper with that showstopper. Liquid will try and force back to keep the buy wars going. This is the opportunity for Spirit to get back in the game. They've seized a little bit of power here.
Yeah, they can stretch their legs now, especially if they can take this one clean. Reaction flash from Yakinda. Chip damage from the nade.
Yeah, in a round like this, Spirit would have to walk into the stack, right? It's not really too many Inquisitive Deagles across the map to catch them out. The scout of OC is not forward to look for tags. They do have info here, so look at Nitro. He's definitely found some wind beneath those wings. magixx with a very defensive molly, and now the race is on towards A. OC needs some tags, and well, he's got one.
Oh, he did, yeah, actually two. I think Patsy, yeah, cowering in the corner, will go down. OC makes good on his promise to deliver on this scout. Again, a nasty headshot handed his way, and it's EliGE's Deeg that fills the feed. He's alive and kicking only for a moment longer. Siren catching tags as well. Need to finish the job. Now have to take his place. 2 on 3. Bomb down front of the site. It's Chopper who should have this one locked in. Trying to find a gap around that smoke. And what is that? Nitro will finish off one of the tags. Siren silenced. 19 seconds. The bomb has to go down on this site. Chopper to bodyguard. magixx has a smoke. Chopper has a frag. And now with 10 seconds remaining, they should just be able to put it across the line. A threatening one from Liquid, but that counts for naught in this scenario. 9-9, says German Liquid fans.
Yeah, this is a big no to Liquid right now because Spirit should be looking good for the double digits first here. We might be trading maps before we get to Anubis.
Oh, yo, I kind of forgot we had that little special nugget waiting for us in the wings.
Yeah, I want to push this one the distance here today. Remember, elimination on the line, survival to take on FaZe Clan tomorrow for the final spot in the Spodek from Group A. And FaZe, I think they've got a score to settle here on the run to get the Intel Grand Slam, their third opportunity. Fell to G2 just yesterday. G2 in some fine form. End of 2022 and start of 23 looking fantastic.
OC's USB good for the first and last for Liquid in this one. As Spirit will find themselves up to the glorious 10. Their third T round in consecutive fashion. Liquid probably going to be kicking themselves. That pistol conversion did not come through. Spirit have really given themselves a nice, comfy cushion to sit upon now.
Yeah, precisely, right? The fact that they weren't able to convert that has given Team Spirit the good half, a good start to this half. And one of the issues, again, is going to be really down to this defense of Liquid and where they're going to apply their trade. OC's going to glass cannon with the AWP here. He does have Wonderful on the other side to fight in a head-to-head. Flash shy, scope not, but OC's still seen enough. EliGE getting out of connector as well, so early pressure applied and they've done their job. Spirit, this is without the utility. They've gained so much control that they're not awares of just yet. You'll see the standard follow-through, divider molly, bathroom front smoke in play. I'll give them a lot of room now. Connector clear. magixx, ooh.
Easy, Ryder.
On the spot. Even better, 2 players more than tickled. Nitro almost at that halfway mark. Naf down to 80 and forces out the smoke. Only 2 of those remaining right now for Liquid in the 60 seconds we have left in round number 20. And not a single kit in play.
That might imply why there's such a forward setup here. Don't forget, OC naked as the day he was born. Sans Kevlar. EliGE wins his opening. Okay, Chopper down on long. Nothing else to report from EliGE, but OC still posturing forward. There is No info on that gap. That's exactly now covered. And Patsy's shoulder.
Gotta hit those.
That's a tough one. Response from EliGE is solid. Bomb spotted. Yakinda good for the headshot. Siren walking straight into that EliGE M4.
Oh, wonderful with the save here. Not enough time to give this one a shot. He's going to be backing off as far as he can away from the action. They can pick up this AWP, and I think Naf will be the man to do so. No, Yakinda's got it. Never mind. Naf would still love to get an upgrade away from the FAMAS, and will. And Nitro. Oh, Nitro. Did he catch a whiff right there? Wonderful. We'll get the save.
It's tense now. It's very tense. There's all those people around you and yet dead silence at times as 10-10. 6 still feels like a lot of rounds required, doesn't it? When you're at this stage in the game, you need 6 just to see the third. Whew. Spirit on that T side.
4-man B stack here by the looks of things. Just going to be EliGE over towards A, so they're bringing OC Sniper Rifle towards the heavens in case it's a fast play, but once again, the pretty standard default spread. 3 towards the fountain area, 1 connector, and magixx babysitting the backyard of B here. You can see it illustrated. He just has to try and pick a different hidey hole every single round. Give as much information as he can to Chopper to try and piece this call together.
While simultaneously not dying. Speaking of, Chopper on the chopping block. EliGE around the smoke, profits. Resmoke Monster. A luxury for Nitro. He didn't have to use his. Patsy's coming, knocking towards Naf here. Naf. Oh, deleted Patsy. First bullet accuracy. To a 4-on-4. Regrouping now, starting to see a reshaping of the defense, a boost to be established as well. I wonder if Yakinda's arrival might be caught off by this. Instead, he looks like he's just going to try and flash for info. There's information already as to where they're positioned.
Scope should be heard here.
Yeah, EliGE is cheating over. 30 seconds. Looking for a way in. Smoke's leaving their fingertips. Both ways.
Have to go Monster or it's a save.
What do you do now? The Heaven Smoke just arrived as the smoke on short. Cancelled your plans. You're going in Monster. 19 seconds. Liquid, this is your advantage. EliGE has to prove it, as will Nitro. Double on the defense from Captain America, and there you see it, 11. To be inscribed, just a matter of time. 5 seconds, and wonderful. Holding on to that AWP again.
Well, it's both of these franchise players right here. One that's stayed forever and one that's been and gone, but they're both putting up big numbers here. Nitro and EliGE, once a dynamic duo of a Liquid that once upon a time, second best team in the world to the greatest of all time, are both firing on all cylinders right now. This is some good stuff. Great shot from Patsy Shaw. Felt like Naf would have had him there with the shadow, but Patsy too sharp, and these two just unloading. Shot after shot, locking things down and leaving Spirit in a bit of an awkward position. Just the AWP of Wonderful available here. 19 kills for him. Can he be the difference maker right now? Was in the conversation for Rookie of the Year, him and Patsy alongside Amonisi, who picked up the trophy last year for 2022, and there's a shot that you need.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Wonderful. Provides the remedy. An opening kill, but that's about it. In the sense of no weapon to be retrieved. OC on the site still. magixx with some magic.
The floating man.
I'd get tickets to that show.
They've got some space through Monster Shore.
Is that not alarming?
A little bit.
Because they're all going back around, and it seems like Liquid are giving them the rifle and the sight.
That is a little bit problematic here, and EliGE is actually going to clear out A, not over towards B. So the bomb will go down, and nobody from Liquid will be in position. I'm not sure if Team Spirit know exactly what's in front of them here. Whoever called that this was going to be the A play made a very, very bad read.
Oh la la.
It's still on Wonderful here. I know magixx has the rifle.
It's the flank from Chopper as well that's making me uncomfortable. EliGE good onto Siren. Chopper only a Glock as well, so let's see how this plays out. But
he'd need to have a knife kill, really.
Yeah, it's not going to be Glock, is it? They're close. Wonderful. Playing an unorthodox angle. Oh, there's Chopper's dinks. Yakinda will snap into them. Damage. Done. Wonderful. Found. An okay sweat off the brow. Liquid, though. That was nearly a full ordering of a frothy cappuccino.
Yeah, that would have been a yikes right there. That almost got out of control, didn't it? You just saw that gamble towards A. It felt like they knew exactly what was up, but little do they know, they have absolutely no idea. That creep through monster. Woo. That is one that they've gotten away with there, but a plant that is going to help out Spirit a lot within the buy. So they'll take that considering the circumstances. It's still around, even though it looks good for Spirit into the site for free. It's not a winnable scenario by any means. And Yakinda, right? That's the Glock right there. It's just rubbish, isn't it? May as well be shooting blanks.
You can see the frustration, though. I think Wonderful knew he had something in him. Certainly not in the realms of reality, but 12 to Liquid. They are 4 rounds away from sending Spirit out of the group stage.
Well, this is looking very B-heavy right now. They feigned this A presence and immediately congregated back outside of the backyard here. Another Monster Smoke deployed. Yakinda contributing here, and they're going to play up close and personal towards the Monster Smoke. But Nitro, he doesn't have any smoke whatsoever. Patsy gone. Easy as you like.
Such a valuable scout to take as well. Patsy's not been having a fun game on Overpass. And that's a player you do want to keep a lid on.
Yeah, he's had a real rough go of things, hasn't he? Been contained time and time again, and what could have been a 5-on-5 with a bit of a B exec here is going to be 4 players limping in towards the B bomb site. On the fade, back. That's nice.
Counter molly, flash is good. Naf, blind, safe. 40 seconds, it just seems very cut and dry. We're about to have a 4-on-4 brawl, and the flash sets them up for success. Naf builds upon it, extends their lead. Siren to try and flip the script, but there's more where that came from. Blind, both still fragging. Both get the shots. Despite the lack of vision, it has to be EliGE now, and he's let it go as well. Spirit starting to whir into action with just a couple of seconds left. The bomb will go down, and OC left alone and running away.
That's some miracle shots right there.
Both blind. I mean, I saw the hand over the eyes.
That is insane. I would love to see that from their POVs. I don't know if it's going to be possible for both of their point of views because it was simultaneous. Those frags came in, but that is insane. The rally of flashes, it looked great.
Their crosshair placement must have just been so perfect, and players' intuition with that white screen. You're still moving and shaking as you would.
That's crazy.
Whoa,
That's a miracle right there.
You don't see those. You don't see those. That is divine.
Oh, that's for Spirit to get back into this game. That is one way to do it. If you're Liquid, you can't quite believe your eyes.
And that started with Nitro, right? That was the spam to Patsy. That was magixx back, flash good, frag in, advantage maintained, extended.
That's so crazy.
Wowzers.
They both look full blind in that situation.
Oh, that one, yeah. I mean, we talked about the near miss before. This one hurts. First frag, feeling good, then bang. Oh.
Well, it's hard to tell. It doesn't look flashed when the kills come that easy. Sure, they line up, but they were better off not peeking off the flash, which is crazy.
Which is counterintuitive for sure.
Oh, this could be break point here. Money bottomed out right now. Poor Nitro down to just an MP9, especially after his heroics fumbling the boost.
Re-aim now.
Spirit being given a bit of a gift here.
Oh, and EliGE caught out. It's Patsy this time. Nice from OC. Levels the playing field immediately. The AWP from short, now known. Speaking of AWPs, wonderful. Taking some liberties on this. And oh, Yakinda! All he wanted was some info, and he gets a wonderful shot to the belly.
You have to gamble now if you're Liquid, and you're gambling incorrectly. Heading back over towards A here. Heartbreak Hotel looking late here on Overpass. Now look, the series not done. Anubis if we get there, but this is a tussle. You can see Spirit are not giving up.
They never surrender.
Are Liquid really considering investigating this? It's really not worth it. For a moment they thought about it. We'll call it off.
But you know, the intuition, the decision-making of Wonderful is great. If you think about what's just happened prior to him going look in there, likelihood is, as he was in the first half, going for safe info off the jump. Well, when you've got the AWP, you can make that safe info quite the opposite.
They're not going to chase here either, Team Spirit. Just taking a look at the finances here. So Naf's going to get 1,900 loss. He can drop another M4. So it can almost be the exact same round as we just saw with an MP9 in play. So there's enough money to make this one threatening yet again for Liquid, but it can't go down like that.
Big frag from Patsy as well. You can see that that frag directly correlates to an important round.
Yeah, especially onto EliGE, who's been finding some traction here. 19 kills for him, 14 for OC, 13 for Naf. Yakinda bringing up the rear with 8, and his counterpart on the other side of the server, Patsy, with 8 as well. So two players who you expect to be in the thick of things. Both struggling to get off the mark here on Overpass, but a timeout called, and this one will be called by Daps, who's still looking cool as a cucumber in the chair behind. Just chilling out. Fire hasn't come through just yet.
Sign of the times as well. Sorry, Chad.
Yeah, you're right.
Just in the sense that, you know, Spirit didn't have any timeouts. Liquid forced into calling one. Gives them an extra 30 seconds just to get it outlined. You got 4 rounds now. 4 to take us to Anubis. And Liquid, still an imposing buy. Let's see how things shape up in the early round. You see OC off on an adventure towards the A site. Hasn't been doing too much of this. It's going to be interesting to see if he wants to fully commit.
It's very clear who the better AWPer in the server is. OC's had impact, but I wouldn't say it's been with the AWP. So he might be a little bit scared to try and find a head-to-head duel, but they will need something from him. And this is what they were going for before, when Nitro took down Patsy through the smoke for free.
Wonderful, just adjusting his fringe before he gets the round underway, lining up his nades. The whole squad's here. There is no subtlety. Spirit with all the subtlety of a brick, but bricks can break windows, not Nitro though, as he holds on for the double. And that last divine intervention, I don't think they can count on that again. Recovering a 2-man discrepancy. One's cross sandbags. Good damage. Patsy down. Naf this time. Stamps the ticket of Spirit. Giving it a go. Pre-aimed by Nitro. Looking for another. Denied. Nice find. 4 more to go. It is Wonderful. Man is crazy when given a chance to clutch. Chopper perhaps not ready for this though. EliGE with his presence a bit too much. Oh, he's got them both. They're Wonderful. Considered it. Bomb down. Round 1. EliGE secures it. And all of the names you expect to see in the feed. It's Naf, Nitro, and EliGE. The bring home 13.
Yeah, just that combination of EliGE and Nitro again with multi-kills. It's wild here. He's really doing a fantastic job, Nitro. Right, this is great. A very, very strong showing from the in-game leader here. He's now tied on the scoreboard with Wonderful. Both of them just throwing blows. And Wonderful, he's not alone, but he doesn't have anybody just riding alongside like Nitro with EliGE right now. Every moment feels like it could be the break point here. Neither team with a loss bonus established. That's why you will see these saves if things are looking over and out. I think they've had enough of walking into Nitro on that B bomb site here. So going back into a default spread. We've seen this from Team Spirit before. Chopper, Siren, Wonderful, the pack to work A. Patsy, Connector, and magixx over towards the water, dealing with any of the possible B pushes. And what's being one step ahead of this, it looks like Liquid have read the play. Yakinda joining the likes of EliGE and OC on the A site this time round.
Definitely already got a different flavor to it. Let's see how Liquid adjust and adapt. 3 towards this side of the map. Patsy got nothing to report on Underpass.
Interesting here, it looks like it's a fake. So EliGE can actually peer forward after the bathroom smoke fades, but Yakinda and OC's rotation will be somewhat far away. Nitro and Naf will have to either play retake here or start blocking with whatever util they have left.
And this is so cool. Spirit, they've given the round a different taste, but they've got the same aim, the same objective, just a little delayed. 40 seconds.
EliGE is coming down connector now.
Through short. Oh, EliGE could really spoil this party. Rotates good, it's silent, and Siren found. EliGE getting another one. Nitro good for it. magixx revealed off the boost. EliGE, they know where he is, but his presence is a threat. He smokes himself off. Survival integral. 25 as EliGE is naded down to half. Still that bomb on short. It has to be this site. Yakinta safe and hiding in plain sight on the barrels. Safe from wonderful scope. magixx to explore. OC with his orb of his own. Oh my god, the molly doesn't spread. He's still alive as magixx does. Find the head eventually. 3 on 3, open plant, not expecting heaven. And EliGE goes down as well. Damage inflicted, falling apart at the seams. Only one man with a dream is Nav. 2 bullets in it and 2 to find. He has the kit. They've both managed to wrap around. Monster exit now to short. This is a hard fight for Nav to win. Can he hit the first? No! A resounding no as Spirit say this game's got legs. We're going the distance, folks. 13-13. And you discussed the loss bonus.
Liquid knew exactly what was going on with that play. They knew exactly where the finish was going to come through, and they still dropped the round. How is that one falling apart right there? magixx even had to plant in the open. He did not have the option to plant close because of the defensive utility on the site. Another timeout called here. Liquid under the pump right now.
Oy, oy, oy. 4,800 on the high end. 26 on the low.
That's insane. I can't believe they didn't win that exchange right there. They get the first 2 kills of the round. magixx, Patsy, wonderful. They make it happen. That was a freebie. They didn't even acknowledge it. Nitro steps out. There's another. Yakinta trying to be too tricky with it. And even so many opportunities. You could see magixx miss, hit.
He's still there like, please, 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 please.
Yeah, I see ya. I wouldn't want to be here right now. Liquid have to take a save. Spirit can get to 14 first.
Topsy-turvy overpass. 13 apiece. Let's see who that number is unlucky for. Seems almost certain this one. Just a question of how long Spirit want to make sure they go through their procedures, avoid any pistol stacks.
Oh, okay. Everybody from Liquid rotating towards this A site right now. EliGE in the upper bathrooms.
Could be one hell of a nade.
You want to let them in this situation. I think we'll see a defensive smoke deployed here by Nitro, but it seems so early. A minute on the clock. EliGE goes down. The bigger Liquid seem, the scarier it may be for Spirit to end towards this site, and you want them to finish on your site here.
Yeah, they've still got everything they need to execute into the site being thrown out now. So their flight paths will be ironed out. Few opportunities to contribute here. Expecting the stack and flash back, but yeah, that's a team flash. And a frag. Patsy good. magixx as well. And Liquid evaporate. By Team Spirit. Now this is Liquid's pick. Will we see them changing hands to take us to Anubis? Spirit, they were, down in the dumps. A recovery in that first half. This could very well never have been if it wasn't for those 3.
It was 8-4 in that first half in favor of Liquid. It felt like they were going to get to double digits on that T side. The resilience here from Spirit. They believed in the comeback on Nuke. Well, now they've got the lead here on Overpass. Now would be the time to see OC step up on this AWP. They come knocking at A. Kill or 2, mandatory and wonderful. He does not miss.
Does seem to be the case, doesn't it?
Spotted. Down. EliGE. The better of magixx here. OC's chance.
OC's miss. Piecing it together now, Spirit. They got their pieces in the right place. In limbo is EliGE, as he doesn't want to overcommit to either engagement. I say that. Oh, the flash from Mos. He's forced
Terrible
EliGE
flash.
back. And
Terrible flash.
Okay, redemption. With one. Rotate through. They're coming in. 18 seconds, Yakinda has been quiet. But this would be huge. Sprays on one. Bomb on the floor. 2 on 2. Both a little worse for wear as the bomb goes in. Couple of seconds to spare. Molly to limit their options, but just forces them back to long. Both there. Naf will perhaps communicate something similar.
I don't see a kit.
I don't see a chance. Naf would have to get them both. OC perhaps to provide some support as well. Naf probably working this out. Of course, no answers on long other than the posting. A 10-second defuse and Spirit calling their bluff. No one even checks. Well, of course, the bluff is called and the round soon to be won. Naf with the 10-second. OC, what you got, mate? Flash, frag, GG, 15 is secured, and that kit put on the floor by Wonderful. And his pick, OC loses it all, and he's gonna be feeling rather hot under the collar after that round.
What was that flash? EliGE's back turned. He's calling for a long flash, and it somehow blinds him. I don't even know how that's possible.
Tough. Really, really tough, especially when you consider just the ramifications of this. I remind you, loser goes home.
Oh, we still have Anubis to come, sure, but I know how I would feel if I was Spirit. Winning like this, right, grinding this out, picking this up right now, knowing that you had this comeback that tested the mental of Liquid to close on your map choice of nuke. It felt like they were never going to get there. So if the mental is one thing to go off here, I'd say Liquid's is slowly spiraling into the bin, and this team, a bit like Na'Vi, not known to be the strongest in that department.
It's something they've been working on, Chad. You know, in terms of, I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, it's coming, and so is Christmas.
Yeah. If Liquid, I mean, it's not even about the mental at this point, it's about the buy. Just so happens that those two things coincide.
They might be waving bye-bye to Overpass right now.
Spirit set to convert. Going through the motions and having to take a gamble. It's a balance to be struck. EliGE active, a bit too active perhaps, or Patsy met by resistance. Housekeeping done, those rifles will not fall into enemy hands, and around the smoke upon the fade, magixx should be set for the spray. It's good! But Nitro recovers, not ready for another. 3v2, EliGE getting spicy with the positioning. It's an unlikely clear. How aware? Oh, Wonderful? Wonderful is
exactly
amazing.
That.
Is amazing. EliGE vibrating with rage as Wonderful clears it. What?
Oh, I think EliGE mentally checked out after that OC team flash at that point there.
Oh, damn.
Call his mental cooked. Call it absolutely done. OC would require a 1-on-3 with the scout in hand.
And Siren's about to walk into A and call it clear.
This one's going to feel great for Spirit here. Anubis up next. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We got a series.
Oh, we absolutely do. The scout does find one, but I think that implies the jig is up. Bit too quiet around here, around these parts.
Well, let's see. We just counted you out. Prove us wrong.
Let the gameplay do the talking. 28 frags for Wonderful. He just needs his 29th. And we're off to Anubis. Running towards Siren, Loud. And Spirit will take us to the third. Anubis secured. What a battle. Mental and in the server. That is crazy. Spirit hold on. Trading blows, taking each other's map picks. Anubis